Hello everyone on the interwebs, my name is Kotek and today we're going to be watching a Starcraft 2 Heart of the Storm replay. We're going to be watching a replay a Zerg versus Zerg between our red Zerg in the bottom right corner, Acer's Nerchio, versus our blue Zerg in the upper left corner of the map, Liquid's Snute. We have watched a replay from him before. A Zerg versus Protoss versus Grubby, and he did win. Let's see if we can get such a nice performance from him as well. The map is Star Station, the ESL version, I think. Pretty cool map. Let's jump to its analysis right off the bat. We do have a pretty easy to access expansion, and then just a choke protecting the entrance of the base. You can defend it easily, more often as Terran than the other races. You can get a nice one as Protoss, but as Zerg it's a nice choke. But the other expansions are kind of hard to get. This expansion is really just far out, just exposed. Have this way to get in. Have this way to get in. You can get a couple of run-bys from here or from here, and if you try to do some pressure here and it fails, you can just try to jump right into the main and vice versa. You can also take this expansion, which has the same deal. It has two chokes, one here and one here. There's less chokes. Pretty nice to expand there instead of here, but sometimes it can just be a bad decision, especially if the opponent is here and you expand here. Can be just a bad decision overall. But this watchtower, you can try and get some information from it, try and prevent some run-bys here, but it doesn't do a lot of scouting. Now let's look at the... Wow, we already see a spawning pool done by Acer's Nerchio. That was quite the early spawning pool. Snute is also almost ready. Nerchio just jumped right off the bat to researching Zergling speed and then taking the guys off gas, while Snute is deciding to go for an early expand. So let's see how that pans out. He's gonna need some Zerglings pretty quick. He doesn't have any protection whatsoever. He sees with the Overlord as he's about to get attacked. He's immediately jumping to get those Zerglings on. Will they be there in time? I think they will. He's not getting the gas. He's getting a spine crawler here, but he's probably gonna just target down the expansion to just cancel it. If possible, he's gonna try to cancel it. That would be catastrophic damage. Lakers decided to go economic. He can't go there with 6 Zerglings. He has more Zerglings. That expense might just go down. He needs the extra work. He just pulls all of his workers to defend. But maybe he just decides to attack. Nerchio just decides to attack the drones and the Zerglings, and he's being forced to retreat. But the economic damage was quite a lot. He stopped mining for a while. Did he lose any workers? He didn't lose any workers whatsoever. He's now deciding to throw down the spine crawler, which he started building up here, down here. The queen there is almost ready to inject. We have a queen here, but the Zerglings are just right at the entrance, which he's just pumping out more Zerglings. Just keeps reinforcing that army. He now has speed. He's getting the Baneling nest. He's gonna try to get those banings quick, but the one spine crawler and those Zerglings that he has, it's not gonna be enough. He is producing more heat. That block on the ramp is amazing. He cannot get in, and he's just getting... The Zerglings are just getting sniped by the spine crawlers and the queens. They just decide to go for the drones. The drones just try to go for the queens as normal, but he's gonna... He thinks he can get the expansion kill or run away. He decided to run away. Wait for some more reinforcements. Snute has his Overlord on his expansion. Try to scout if there will be one, because that is a sign of stopping the attack. He's now starting to get gas. Probably going to try and go for some more mutas, perhaps. The Zerglings just got in, and they're going to kill a couple drones, 1 or 2. You don't see any drones killed, actually. Just a couple of damaged, a couple of bruised ones. Those are fighters. Fighter drones. Can we get a Baneling kill here? Or just micro? Hey, micros away. It is not being an effective Baneling kill for Snute. especially versus speedlings, especially since he doesn't have his own speedlings. He's now researching speed. He's now just trying to keep those Zerglings off, pretty much just get those into banelings. If you get a baneling nest, if he gets a baneling nest, he just scouted those troops, instantly got away from those banelings just so quickly. That was awesome map scouting. Just saw troops in the corner of his eye, and I was like, dude, I gotta get those out, and he did. Look at Snute's trying to drone up behind. He knows that Nerchio doesn't have some sort of economy. He wastes a lot of money into this. Couple of minerals. If we look at the Uniswast, maybe. Yeah, Nerchio's lost a lot of money, but so did Snute, especially so early in the game. We might be seeing some sort of tech up to lair. This awesome saturation for Nerchio. It's just too much. It is just too much. 24 out of 24. 17 just transfer some for some long distance mining, which is still better than this oversaturated. They just keep running around. Now they keep running around for something useful. He sent some scouting Zerglings up to his base, up to Nerchio's base. See what is going on in his head. What is he doing? Is he teching up? Is he building a lair? Is he super expanding? He sees the expansion now. He's trying to get a couple of rounds or two. He sees the queen's gonna try and jump into the base. Maybe he'll just run away. Try and do some harassment here and there. Just try and be a little annoying. We do see a couple of drones being morphed here and there, but still no lair tech up by either of the players. Just a baneling nest for Nerchio. We're gonna see pretty much a Zergling on Zergling army, a Ling on Ling, pretty much. Sorry, and that he's just creating a bunch of Zerglings. He's gonna try and put some pressure on soon, or defend for some pressure. We do see that Nerchio is going for a lair now. He's getting the lair, and a couple of drones are just getting economic as much as he can. Well, Snute just decides to just keep making those Zerglings, even though he has the gas to tech up, the minerals to tech up. He's not wasting those minerals on the Zerglings or anything. But he decides not to. We do see that the Zerglings just march on right to Nerchio's base, but Nerchio has one baneling or two. He's getting some more. Snute's is getting a lot more though. That would have been awesome. Baneling hit over there. Just making a couple more bane. Oh, that baneling hit! That was amazing off the pocket. That was just so awesome of a baneling hit. Just surrounding banelings with banelings, so it's going to be a useless baneling versus useless baneling action. But that was a good decision, because if not, the banelings would go for the Zerglings. You do not want that. You do not want your baneling. You don't want his banelings into your Zerglings. That is catastrophic. We do see that even though those Zerglings died, they're just marching on right over to his base. Snute is also getting the lair, but Nerchio's is a bit later, so I assume he canceled it to get some more minerals and gas out of it, maybe to build those banelings. He's scouting for that third, which he knows he doesn't have. And Nerchio just decides, I'm gonna march on right to his base, just attack. Be annoying, even though these Zerglings are back at his base. He doesn't have any defense, maybe a couple of Zerglings morphing, but they're still morphing. He needs them now. He needs those Zerglings now. The hatchery is probably going to die. Will die. Oh, those banelings hit. They might just be too much. Oh no, but the expansion just got destroyed. And now he's left on one base. He needs to rebuild this. Maybe take another one, which he is going to do. This queen sure has a lot of energy. He just keeps rallying Zerglings into Nerchio's vicinity. He's getting ready for that pressure, but two spine crawlers and a couple of banelings, that might just do it. But spine crawlers are still building up. Those baneling connects must be amazing if he wants to destroy this arm, which he almost does, and the banelings are destroyed. Has nothing versus Nerchio's Zerglings. And of course that late explosion, and we do see, of course, a spire being thrown down for Nerchio against the infestation pit being thrown down for Snute. So you might just see some infestor Muta play. But wow, Nerchio, I mean, Snute is just expanding a lot. He's trying to be economic. He wants to get those infestors out ASAP. He's getting the energy upgrade for the infestors. And he just rallies a couple of banelings into his base. And of course, the Zerglings behind. Nerchio decides to take a third. And right about now, he should be making some infestors. There we go, 2 infestors and a spore crawler. He knows that that spire is coming. He just knows it. He guesses it. And this is when my computer lags for some reason. This awesome battle is when my computer lags. The Baneling hits are just a lot. You might just get the whole Zergling army. And this is just a lot of pressure. I don't think that Snute can handle it. It's just a lot of Zerglings and a couple of Banelings, and it's just going to be too much for him. We do see that the Zerglings are killing the drones at the main. He's trying to make some more Zerglings. The Infestor are here that can get a couple of fungals, but it's just going to be too much. He needs those Zerglings clumped up to get the perfect fungal, especially for Zerglings, and Zerglings just move really fast. He needs the awesome fungal. With the projectile, he just cannot get it. He cannot guess where they'll be, but the Zerglings are already dead. The mutas are right about here. We do see a lot of mutas, a flock of 12 mutas. The supply difference is just too much, 83 versus 53. The units lost have Snute is just losing by 1,400 minerals. Especially with these mutas, Snute is going to be scared. The infestors are not going to do anything. He does not have enough infestors, enough fungals. He needs more infestors. He needs more fungals. The infestors are nearly popped out. Oh, that was a bit of a miss. Fungal, he moved. Some more infested Terrans trying to kill them over, but GG by Snute. This was a classic ZvZ with someone going infestors, which sometimes cannot result so well versus mutas. But if you get the perfect fungals, it can work wonders. Nerchio was going to try to build roaches behind this. He was going to get a muta roach army, while Snute was just trying to go for infestor, maybe also roach, and hydra. The units lost he did some pretty awesome items, but destroying this expansion and killing a lot of drones from here just did it for Nerchio to win. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.